Hi everybody, it's Chris again. We're filming another cutting video. This time it's from it's a 9-egg clutch from our albino male to one of our big het albino females. I figured out a trick. A couple years ago I bred spiny tail monitors, and in the late development of those eggs I candled them and noticed that I could see the patterning and even the scalation in the lizards. And last year when I bred two het albinos together, ball pythons, I realized that I could see the patterning in the normal ball pythons, and I could tell which eggs were which as far as the albinos versus the non-albinos. And so I already know what's in these eggs. It's pretty cool. I don't know if anyone else has figured this trick out yet. You candle the eggs about 6 to 7 weeks into incubation, and you can tell what your albinos are and what your non-albinos are. And I don't know if anyone's tried this with other stuff, maybe with the superfires or the blue-eyed leucistic complex kind of animals. It takes away the excitement from actually cutting the eggs, at least for me anyway, but it tends to leave more excitement, especially when you have lots of what you're looking for. In this case, we're looking for lots of albinos. So anyway, I won't ruin the results for you, but I already know how many albinos and how many hets I have. Again, this was an albino male to a het albino female. So the worst case scenario is it's heterozygous for albino. So we're going to start, again, it's 9-egg clutch. It's actually day 54. We're cutting 1 day early. This next week is really going to be hectic for us, and we want to make sure that we're going out of town for 10 days. We want to make sure these eggs are not only pipped, but also that the babies have a good chance of being out of the eggs before we leave, so we can get them all set up here. And again, if you saw my last cutting video, the pastel that was bred to the calico, again I kind of explained that because of the way I have my incubator set up, I don't typically have my eggs dimple, which is most ball python breeders have that happen. So that would be a nice little het albino there. I'll get that one set up in that spare tub. I can just feel the snake move in this egg. At 54 days, they're basically full term. I've had people ask me why we cut. I gotta use the right edge of this blade. People ask why we cut the eggs. At least with this clutch, it's not so that I can figure out what's in there. The main reason is we don't want the baby to die when it's in the egg. That can happen whether it's from an egg tooth not developing. There's another het. Or from an egg tooth not developing, or an egg tooth falling off. Or just, again, some breeders, the eggs dimple, which is normal. That's normally what would happen in the wild. The eggs would release all that moisture, and the snake can get trapped in the egg. So it's mainly this is to help prevent the babies from dying in the egg. Again, these are full-term babies, so it's really disappointing when you have a full-term baby that's dead in the egg, and you could have saved it. So instead we cut them open. Another het albino there. So 3 eggs, 3 hets. We've still got 6 eggs to go here. Another nice looking head in there. Alright, that's 1 container of eggs. We'll set that over there. We got 5 more eggs. Oh, I'm not seeing any color on that one. There's our first little albino in there. Hopefully you guys can all see that. I don't want to open the windows too much. Again, this is more for the snake than to show off what's in there, but that's obviously an albino in there. Let's see, egg number 6. Oh, and there's another albino. You can kind of see him wiggling around in there. That's good. So far 4 hets and 2 albinos. Another albino, there you go. Really nice, that one's really yellow too, and you can actually, I know that there's some, obviously I cut some veins there, but that's his head, right? His or her head. You can see the eye and the nostril. Try to get you there. Again, when the eggs, if you nick a vessel this late into incubation, they pretty much will clot up really fast and you don't ever have any problems with it. If I were to remove the babies manually out of the eggs all the way at this point, they would probably die. The yolks at this point have not been absorbed into the body. Another albino, there you go. And that one has his head up too. You can see a little head right there. And that's his eye staring at me. There you go. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we got one egg. So right now we're four albinos and 4 hets. So again, what we're hoping for, and if this were an 8-egg clutch, that's exactly what we'd expect. That'd be a 50-50 odds. And when you breed an albino to a het, that's the odds you should get. Or, well, anyway, what you should get. Not to get too technical with genetics here. And the last egg, another albino. That's pretty sweet there. So we ended up with 5 albinos, 4 het albinos. And I gotta say, last year I had a 7-egg clutch from a het to a het. I only got 1 albino. So for those of you that are wanting to breed the recessive mutations, whether it's the piebalds, caramel albinos, regular albinos, any of that stuff, you get much better results breeding a visual to a heterozygous animal. Your odds are just much more in your favor to get what you're looking for. So again, this is day 54 for these guys. It's a day early from what most people cut. It's not going to be a problem. And they should be out. Our pastel calico clutch that we cut 2 days ago on day 55, they're already all out of the egg on day 57. So hopefully these guys will be out of the egg in the next 48 to 36 hours or so. We'll get them all set up, and well, after they've shed, we'll take another video for you guys, let you know how they look, and we'll give you the ratio on the sexes there versus males versus females. So anyway, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed. We'll see you soon. Thanks.